Wiko Highway Star I already presented you shortly on the Mobile World Congress, but now the final product has arrived. I've made some tests concerning the battery runtime and benchmarks, and I wanted to present you a little bit more details concerning the Star because I really love this device because first, it's aluminum unibody. Second, it's extremely slim, just 6.7 millimeters in most cases at least. I measured 6.5 on the thinnest measures over here and up to 7.2 millimeters around that camera here. So, but in most places it's just 6.7 millimeters. And third, it's extremely lightweight, just 123 grams for aluminum unibody. So this is really feeling great and lightweight. Nevertheless, it's very, very solid build. For example, if I'm trying to wind here in the diagonal, you don't see any places where the black dots appearing because of that Gorilla Glass 3 pressing down onto the panel or something. So really, really solidly built, especially on these corners over here. I really love that device, as you might hear out of my words. Yeah, so it's really looking great, especially in this color, but there are some more things you should know. First of all, of course, it's a built-in a fixed battery. It's lithium polymer and just 2450 milliamps, not too much for a 5-inch display, but I'm already testing the runtime, and this is what I'm doing. I'm using a video 200 nits only, so meaning dimming the brightness of the display, and then flight mode. Here the Wiko Highway Star has got 481 minutes, and that's just 2% above the average of all smartphones I've tested in the last 12 months. But for a device so slim and so lightweight, it's a really great result in my opinion. So don't be afraid if you're interested in buying this device. It's not the runtime, it's not the best one, of course. You see better ones, but then the device is much bigger and it's bigger, higher weight, of course. So this is okay. Yeah, display, it's 5-inch, or to be precise, 4.95 inch over here, just 720 by 1280 pixels. So size is okay for the price. Here in Germany, Europe, we have a recommended retail price of 369, including VAT and without any subscription or something like that. So this is mid-class. It's not the biggest one like the HTC ones, for example, 500-600 euros, and not the cheapest ones. So mid-range. So the 5-inch is concerned compared to the price, 7% above the average, that ratio price and display size. But the pixel density is just 296 ppi, and this compared to the price is 24% below the average. So display size is okay for the price, but the sharpness, the pixel density could be better for that money. But on the other hand, you see like this one here, you can read everything, it's not that problem, but you won't get more for your money than usual. And you should know that this one is a AMOLED display. I've prepared here a white background to show you the following thing, because you always know these AMOLED displays, you have different matrices, how the subpixels are built, and in this case, you can see easily it's a pentile matrix like on the S6 and S5 from Samsung, for example. So this is okay. The sharp, you have it's not a cheap one, a cheap panel. It's a good panel, and especially concerned the brightness. I measured 333 nits. That's not much for normal regular LCDs, but for AMOLED, you all know these are always a little bit darker. For an OLED display, 333 nits, it's 11% above the average. So it's kind of bright. It's absolutely okay concerning this one. Yeah, what else you should know? Of course, you have here on this side these two slots seen already. The upper one is just a regular SIM slot for SIM cards of that size. This is called a micro SIM. Regular size, you all should know these. And down there, unfortunately, you need that pin to open both. I really hate this, but unfortunately, it's getting usual these days, thanks to Apple. Yeah, below there you can insert, you have the choice. First you can insert a just regular micro SD card, officially up to 64 GB, but I tried out a SanDisk with 128, no problem at all, but it's not that guarantee that it shall work, that's the difference. So officially 64, that's the first choice, or you can insert down here a second SIM card, but this one has to be nano, meaning that very tiny ones from, for example, the iPhone. So you have a dual SIM phone. So you have the choice. Expanding the memory or getting a second SIM card. Great. Internal memory, by the way, is 16 GB. And when you're updating or having updated all pre-installed apps, there is a net memory size of 11.48. Rounded 11.5 GB left, so that's a value you should calculate with 11.5. So update it or get a second SIM card. Yeah, you have LTE 4G 150 megabit per second. It's dual cell HSPA, but you won't have Wi-Fi AC, just Wi-Fi N, and you won't have 5 gigahertz band, the newer one, the more attractive one, just the old 2.4 gigahertz band. This is coming because you have that MediaTek processor. Yeah, it's always a problem with the driver. So it's the MT6752, meaning you have 8 cores, not these big little architecture, 4 small ones, 4 big ones. Just real 8 cores with 1.5 gigahertz. This is kind of okay, but on the other hand, as I told you at the beginning, I already did some benchmarkings, and I'm always using 12 benchmarks and measuring more than 50 single values out of them, comparing them to all the devices I've tested in the last 12 months, and such I'm getting a overall value. And in this overall benchmark value, the Highway Star is 12% below the average. That's disappointing for an octa-core processor, even if it's just a MediaTek and just 1.5. Nevertheless, I've thought it's a little bit more. So again, compared to the price, it's not the best price value you will get over here. But again, aluminum, very solidly built, so I guess the money went to the manufacturing and to the materials. So here we see the differences between some other Wiko models, like the Ridge, for example. That's just 219 euros. So this is cheaper. You don't have that aluminum unibody, but you're getting more, at least in the relation for your money. So that's something you should be aware of. Yeah, backside camera, I told you already, nevertheless, to be precise, here again it's 8 megapixels and videos in full HD, then white LED over here for flash, and on the front side you have 5 megapixels, and here it comes, you have a flash on the front side too. Videos again in full HD. So in case you might love selfies, this should be something you should have a second view onto, because 5 megapixels and LED front side flash is very seldomly to be found, at least here in my country, Germany, Europe. So I guess in your countries it might be a little bit different, but I guess it's not that much to be seen in your countries too, I guess. Of course, you do not have some IP or so protection against dust or water or something, and no fingerprint reader. So that would be a little bit too much expected in this price range, at least. And Yeah, last thing I wanted to show you is concerning the operating system. It's Android 4.4.4 in this case. So you might have already seen on the design, it's not the newest one, it's not Android 5, but the update will come. It's promised by the manufacturer, but they didn't have told me when. So it will come, but when? I hope it will be summer and not that far away, but there is no promise or timeline by the manufacturer, so it's just a guess of mine. So to give you a little hint. Yeah, I hope I could give you some more information that helped you with your decision on the Wiko Highway Star. Thanks for watching, and please be so kind to recommend my channel and to subscribe to it. Thanks for that in advance, and take care. Bye.